Hey guys, so I just wanted to jump on and do a short video on Mars retrograde. You have probably heard me mention retrograde in like every video that I've posted over the past like few weeks. But that's a big happening that's coming up. So with Mars does not retrograde every year. Um, Outside of Venus, it's the next planet that retrogrades the least. So it retrogrades about every 25 months, so about every 2 years. It will be retrograding on September 9th at 28 degrees of Aries. And it's going to stay retrograde until November 13th. So the next 2 months or so is going to be like locked and loaded. I don't know if you know very much about retrogrades, but what tends to happen with retrogrades, um, the planet like deviates from its normal speed and normal motion. So things tend to get a little wonky, things slow down. And you probably are thinking, like, heck, everything's already slowed down this year. Like, how much more can things slow down? But over the next like 8 weeks, it's gonna be like, okay, wow, now I see what really slowed down. So the key to like this Mars retrograde is literally thinking before you act. Like Mars is about action. And what we have going on here is along with Mars retrograding, Mars is also squaring Saturn in Capricorn, which is also in its home sign. Um, Mars likes to get moving, Mars likes to do, Mars likes to charge ahead. Saturn likes to build the structure. Saturn likes to take his time. Saturn likes to make sure things are done right. Um, and in this particular instance, Saturn is the winner. Like Mars has to answer to Saturn's energy. So Mars can't just bust out the gate. So the next few weeks, you want to just make sure you are watching your energy. And I got little notes here, so bear with me. You want to like think before you speak or charge ahead in your speech. This is like the time to really think about what you're putting out there. Um, Another thing is like think about the things that you've been working on. What can you work on for the long term? And then also what you say, the things you do, they do matter. Like this is not really the time to go charging ahead. And I'm getting my little notes here. Um, Another important thing is discernment. We definitely need discernment. Everything will not be just rolled down on the carpet for you where you'll see everything. You won't see all the facts right away right now. Um, so you want to use discernment like before you take action. You want to make sure you have all the pieces to the puzzle before you go signing things and moving and just any like major decisions. Before you go starting things like businesses, make sure you're getting involved with the right people. And this can be like business partners, any type of relationships, those types of things. You want to just make sure you're not charging ahead too fast. Um, so here are some other things that I've been writing down to think about, like how do you handle frustrations? That's going to be really important over the next few weeks. Right now, a lot of people feel stuck. There's been moments where I felt stuck. Like, where do you feel stuck at right now? And how are you trying to push forward? Just because you may not be able to push forward as fast as you want or in a way that you want, you still need to work on working through these slowdowns and frustrations. The restriction, the delays, those are to be expected. But how do you handle these things? That's going to be really, really important. Another thing that can happen with like Mars retrograde, for some people with the slowdown, it causes people to kind of hesitate to take action. There is nothing wrong with slowing down, but don't hesitate to the point of detriment where you just don't take any action, or you just don't know, so you don't do anything. Don't let the slowdown cause you to not make appropriate decisions. Another thing, a lot of things that can tend to happen with Mars retrogrades are like faded events. Sometimes, even though we don't always like separations or breakups and things like that, they can tend to happen during retrogrades. Because if you think about the planet Mars, Mars likes to charge in, Mars separates things, Mars pulls things apart. Mars is like the god of war. So you do need to be mindful of like your actions during this retrograde. And let me just get my other notes out here. Another important thing is like we can think back to like the different months of this year. I'm sorry, I had a little pause there, but think back to like March, what was happening in March, July, what was happening in those months, and think about how you worked through those frustrations. Um, I'm not going to hold you guys too long, but another thing with Mars being out here in this retrograde, think about the military and think about the police. Like, pay attention to those two things. Those are two very much Mars ruled type organizations. So, pay attention to the things that are happening, like with the police, the military, security, things like that. Because we'll probably get some interesting stories around that. Again, this is not the time to rush. Like I've been saying the past few weeks, we are in marathon energy. This is not a sprint, this is a marathon. And we're being asked to like evolve and grow in a way that's for like the higher good of everyone. And that's not an easy task. There are so many things that need to be restructured right now. But the most important thing here is we have to remember that delays do not mean that you're denied. Do what you can right now and let the universe meet you the rest of the way. Let the universe bring the other things that you need in when the coast is clear. Like in good timing, don't force things. With Mars out here, forcing things, you can break things to where you can't repair them or to where you have to start over. So you don't want that kind of energy. So just slow down a bit. It's not the end of the world. Just think about areas in your life that need to be nurtured and cared right now. What projects or plans need discernment and direction in your life? Where are you being asked to evolve and grow? How are you taking care of your body right now? That's very, very important because you don't want to burn down and just feel like you've been worked into the ground or worked to the bone. And what ways can you be of service and lend an extra hand or even an extra ear to people? Those are things that people could really use right now. Just being compassionate and, you know, open to other people as well. Are you adjusting and changing your structures in a way that benefits you? And energy. How much energy can you realistically give out right now? Don't be out here just saying yes to everything because a lot of people's energy is low. This year has been really, really heavy. So, can you realistically just be out giving out energy? Like, ask yourself that. And then, one final thing is just how are you working towards your dreams? Like, slowdowns don't mean to stop working on your dreams, but they do call your attention to review things and go back and see what you can work on. That's a huge thing of retrogrades in like any planet. Review, rework, retrace, redo, those types of things. So that is just a little, I just wanted to make a quick video for you guys. Again, you can check my blog post on www.tenofwater.com. You can check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also at tenofwater.com. I'll actually put the link in the bio for you. And just thank you for just taking the time to come and listen. Happy Mars retrograde. And again, just slow down. We're going to get through this.